The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back into it and back at it again. This is hour number 2 of The Local Show. Get ready for riveting interviews with Kelly Springer, owner of Kelly's Choice. And then we're going to talk with attorney John Murphy, the owner of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. Anthony Valerio stops by, owner and founder of Four Winds Chimney. And finally, we'll talk with, what's her name? Hodgins or Hodkins. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you change it on me. Bridget, that's it. Bridget Hodson.
I feel bad. I know Bridget. And it's just, we're used to reading the sheet. Yes, Bridget.
Well, let's be honest. You know, Joe Kahn was coming in, the owner of Ichiban, and then it changed.
Right.
Yeah, and it changed. So that's why we're stumbling a bit there. But we won't stumble when we talk to Kelly, because it's Kelly Springer, owner of Kelly's Choice. How are you, Kelly?
Fantastic.
Well, it's great to have you back again. You were on a while ago, and you know, she did some consulting with Kelly and I, but she thought Kelly was a lost cause, so she said, I can't help you guys.
Yeah, well,
I loved you guys. The best.
No, it's really great. Tell people, first of all, because there's so much to cover, because you're so diverse and have all these great skills. So tell people where you started and how you got to develop Kelly's Choice.
Oh, great. Well, I started in the nutrition field at the age of 17, pushing tray carts and working in Alva Memorial Hospital. And it was a great experience because I think being able to start from that level and then moving all the way up and understanding the different positions, that's helped me as a manager now.
And you were only 17. Did they call them candy stripers back then, or no?
I didn't have the outfit. It would have been cute. I gotta say, that would have been great. But no.
Yeah.
But it was a great experience, and then I've gone on to work with Children's Hillside Children's Center, and so understanding psych medications and how that all works with nutrition.
Okay.
Bariatrics, so expert in weight loss, and did that for 3 years, and really amazing of understanding how the gut biome works and deficiencies.
Right.
And then the jumping off moment really was Wegmans. So when I was hired for Wegmans, I was hired for the employee wellness to bring down claims because they were self-insured.
I see.
And it was amazing because it got me on TV. I got to see how you work with food companies. And I also got to see how a company would hire you to do contract work for their employees. So today, we're still doing all of that.
Well, and what's your degree now? You have a specific degrees in education?
Yeah, so I have my undergrad in nutrition and then finished my registered dietitian degree. Plus I have my master's in health education. So I'm a certified New York State teacher as well.
Oh, so YouTube listeners will see she's wearing a white lab coat. Which very no white lab coat.
No, and that's the difference. So different dietitians do different things. And I think that is something important to bring up, that we have the need for clinical dietitians that are in the hospital wearing a white coat or maybe even with long-term care.
Right.
And they are treating clinically. So for someone coming in with a heart attack or they have just had surgery, you need a specific dietitian that is going to be going through that.
And they're not very much fun.
Well, they can't be. It's clinical.
Okay.
It's very important to be serious, where we can be a little bit more fun because we're outpatient dietitians.
Yeah.
We're working in the work site. So for instance, I was just at a law firm in Rochester. We can get people laughing, engaging, because we're not worried about that clinical side in that exact moment.
Okay. So now my wife, Kelly, is also a Kelly. She works for Pathfinder Bank. And she says you're doing work with Pathfinder. What do you do there?
So with organizations across Central New York, and honestly, we are nationwide. We have more work in Atlanta than we do right here.
Really?
We're trying to change that up.
Yeah.
But we have a workplace wellness platform. And on that platform, there's video content that has 24/7 access that everyone can get on. So it doesn't matter if you're a teller in the bank and you can't be on during the day, you can see this content in the evening or whenever it's available. Also, that's connected into, we have challenges 4 times a year. So we just finished a hydration challenge.
Okay.
And so it's great. People can win a Stanley, which is fun. So
and they can pee 4 times at night, Tom.
That's what we're yeah. We're hoping to kind of get the education out to do it during the day so that you're not up at night.
Let me know when you have a pasta challenge.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
That'll be fun. Maybe we could do one of those. We're always open to ideas. So, but the challenger are included. There's also live classes every single week. So we have our amazing dietitian Maria doing live cooking classes. We'll send out the list of the ingredients prior so you can cook with her. We also have partnered with a amazing exercise group out of Michigan that are exercise scientists. They're going to be on there doing live classes as well. So there's a lot that is right at your fingertips.
There's stuff for regular people, or do they have to be a bank?
All regular people can be a part of it too. So if you go to kellyschoice.org, you can book your dietitian today. Almost all of the services are covered by insurance. And you can also purchase that platform as well. You don't have to be in a work site to get onto our worksite wellness platform.
So do you have a 30-second elevator speech of what Kelly's Choice is for everybody?
Yes, absolutely. So Kelly's Choice was started in 2012 as a collective of dietitians. Today, we have 3 separate businesses under the Kelly's Choice umbrella. The first one is private practice. We are able to work directly with anyone on any nutrition issue that they want to work on. And like I said, that can be covered by insurance. The second part of the company is workplace wellness with 250 videos, newsletters, blogs, challenges, and all of these live classes. That is something that they can take advantage of. And then lastly is our amazing media side. So we've basically turned into a PR company overnight. We represent brands like New York State Apples, Lifeway Kefir, and the list goes on and on. You can see on our website everyone that we have worked with. So the reason why all 3 lines of business have kind of rose up together is because now they actually all intersect. So when we work with New York State Apples, we can actually do a challenge to get those into work sites. And if we work with a really cool product that, for instance, like a probiotic, we can let our private practice clients know about that type of product.
Probably not working with any candy companies, I imagine.
Sugar is the enemy, there's no doubt.
So we do believe everything in moderation, just so you know. But it's interesting of who comes to us to have dietitians represent them.
So one of the things that you and I talked about probably over a year ago is, obviously sugar is the enemy. You just don't want sugar in your diet. There's nothing good about sugar. But I was using the erythritol monk fruit, whole earth.
Say that again.
And now,
what was that?
Erythritol and monk fruit. You don't know about these things.
All right,
so go eat a donut. Okay. So anyway, now that it's got all this bad press saying that it's coagulating the red blood cells and all this kind of stuff.
Well, it's interesting how nutrition is based on science.
Yes.
And so it's, what we learned back when I was pushing the tray carts. Think about that. That was in, basically the 90s.
Yeah.
We were giving every single diabetic artificial sweeteners on their tray.
Yeah, right.
And so with research, and you have to understand that nutrition is always going to change. So that's why we have to get 75 continuing ed credits every 5 years because we have to stay up with the newest and latest research. So what I'm telling you today and what our dietitians are speaking today may change in the future. It's because of the research that we have today.
Right.
But if someone wants to maybe shake a few pounds, not feel like a dietitian in a white coat is going to slap them up and eat a candy bar.
Maybe reverse their type 2 diabetes.
Absolutely.
They can do that. They can go to kellyschoice.org. There's lots of stuff there.
Oh, there's lots of stuff. And we have 50 dietitians now across the country that can help. And so truly, you can find the dietitian that fits your personality.
And insurance covers some of these things.
Yes, it does.
So kellyschoice.org, Tommy.
You got it. Kelly, thank you so much for being here, and you have a great rest of the day.
Thank you.
All right. Coming up next, we'll talk with attorney John Murphy from Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. Keep it here on the local show on 570 WSYR.